on the SAT, College Board is not your friend. College Board isn't really all that interested in how smart you are, how good you are at math. What they're really interested in is getting you to make silly mistakes. And one of the ways they do that is they like to ask questions that aren't actually what you expect. And so the way we're going to combat that is we're always going to start by RTFQ. We're going to read the final question. We're always going to start by what is the question asking, and we're going to underline it. Because if we don't do that, we're going to find ourselves either doing extra work or a lot of the time just, getting the question wrong. So for instance here, we see like, 2x plus 5 is less than or equal to 9. And our immediate instinct is going to be like, we got to solve this for x. But if we RTFQ, we see it's asking for the greatest possible value of 2x minus 5. So we don't have to actually solve this for x. Who cares about x? We care about 2x minus 5. And so what we can do is like, okay, if 2x plus 5 is less than or equal to 9, well, if I subtract 5 from both sides, I get that 2x is less than or equal to 4. Well, if I want to get to 2x minus 5 and I have 2x, just subtract 5. And now I have 2x minus 5 is less than or equal to negative 1. Well, if that's the case, then I know my greatest possible value of 2x minus 5 must be negative 1. And so, note, here we're able to just solve the question more efficiently. Also note, if you solved for x, you would have picked answer choice D too. Always read the final question. College Board wants you to pick 2 here. But don't fall into their traps. Know what you're solving for. You can get there more efficiently and get the question right. So on the next question, we might not be able to answer it as directly, but we can still use the same idea. Once again, they give us this lovely equation, 12x plus 4 equals 20. Once again, our instinct, everything we've been trained to do since we were little, is to solve for x. But we're not looking for x. We're looking for 6x plus 5. So once again, we're going to manipulate this and try to get to 6x plus 5. So 12x plus 4 equals 20. Let's get rid of that 4, subtract 4 from both sides. And we have our 12x equals to 16. Now, RTFQ, I know I want 6x plus stuff plus 5. Rather than going all the way to x, I see that, hey, if I divide 12x by 6, or excuse me, if I divide 12x by 2, I'll get 6x. So let's just do that. And I get that 6x is equal to 8. All right, now I'm pretty darn close. I just need to add 5 to that. So if I add 5 to both sides, I get 6x is equal to plus 5 is equal to 13. Well, guess what? Look at my answer choices. Hey, answer choice D. Boom, done. Once again, I never even needed to solve for x. The question wasn't asking for x. I was able to save a few steps by focusing on the final question and get myself down to one correct answer. Now, reading the final question is especially important in word problems. A lot of the times, if you start by reading the final question, you can just avoid doing a lot of extra work. So let's see this on the next question. And so, once again, College Board wants you to read this. We don't get points for reading. We only get points for answering the question. And so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to first of all look at my graph really quickly. It's job satisfaction percent hours on creative tasks. All right, cool. All these words. Which of the following is the best approximation of the predicted job satisfaction based on the line of best fit? All right. Well, what points are we looking for? Well, I got to read a little bit more. And so previous sentence says the employee works in the same field, whatever. It's not part of the study. He spends 12 hours a week on creative tasks. All right. Well, if I want his job satisfaction based on 12 hours, all I need to do is say, okay, 12 hours is right here. I want the line of best fit. I go directly up to the line of best fit. Look over here. And it seems to be a bit above around 75. Look at my answer choices. Hey, boom, 75 is the closest. And I finished the question before some of you are probably even done reading it. You don't get points for reading all this. Who cares? You only get points for circling the right answer or putting it into your bubble sheet. And so by starting by reading the final question, I can focus on what's actually important, find it, answer the question, and move on.